Have you ever thought about whether begging someone to stay in your life would really make you happy or help you get the love and respect you deserve? The answer is a resounding no. Beseeching someone to stay in your life is not only useless, it's also harmful. Remember that you should never let someone be your priority while letting yourself be their choice. Treat yourself with love and respect, don't expect others to do the same. In this video, we'll look at 5 ways to love and be loved naturally without forcing it. These ideas come from Stoic philosophy, an old but powerful and relevant philosophy that tells us to never beg for anyone's love or attention. You will learn how to keep your confidence up. Are you aware of your worth? Learn how to let love come to you easily and honestly. Come with me on a journey to find the freedom of love where you won't have to beg for anything and everything will come to you easily and meaningfully. Before we start, I want to challenge you to watch the whole video and not miss a single lesson. Each of the 5 lessons we share has important lessons that can change the way you live and see the world. Lesson 7 will give you a whole new way to think about love and self-esteem that you can't miss. Write the 4 words in a comment share. Sharing your thoughts with us is a way for you to join a group of people who are learning and growing according to the Stoic philosophy. Thanks for watching and let's begin this journey together. Number 1. Respect for yourself. In partnerships, self-respect is the basis for everything you do and choose. Respecting yourself means not only sticking to your own values but also learning about and using Stoic philosophy to handle situations in relationships in a confident and smart way. This helps you stay confident and avoid falling into the trap of seeking love from others. A healthy relationship needs a balance between giving and receiving love and care. Stoic philosophy stresses how important it is to keep this balance. When you respect yourself, you also demand and maintain respect from the other person, which makes for a happy and long-lasting relationship. It's important to know how important self-esteem and self-respect are. Being in a bad relationship where you don't get enough respect hurts your self-esteem and stops your personal and spiritual growth. To protect yourself, you should be brave enough to end these kinds of relationships. Also, a deep connection and the basic values of a healthy and happy relationship are what make a relationship important and last. Look for partners who can help you be patient and wise. We can all learn from problems and get better by facing them. Let things happen on their own and you will get everything you deserve. Don't beg for love. Self-respect is an important part of any good relationship. It means being aware of and respecting your own wants, values, and limits and also expecting others to do the same. How you treat yourself and how you let other people treat you are both affected by your self-respect. Having self-respect helps you find a balance between giving and getting love, support, and respect in a relationship. Knowing how much you're worth, know that you are valuable and important in and of yourself. It means recognizing your strengths and flaws and accepting yourself just the way you are. It also means knowing that you deserve to be treated with kindness and respect. How to set limits. Protect your mental and physical health by setting clear limits in your interactions. Setting boundaries helps others know what kind of behavior is okay and not okay so your needs are met without being stepped on. How to communicate well. Be open and honest about your feelings, wants, and thoughts. Active listening and bold speaking are important parts of good communication, which helps build relationships based on mutual respect and understanding. Keeping your independence. Keep your sense of being unique and independent. Sharing and settling are part of being in a relationship, but it's important to keep up your own hobbies, interests, and friendships so you don't lose who you are. Calling for respect. Make sure you are treated with respect and honor. If someone consistently puts you down or treats you badly, you need to deal with their behavior and, if necessary, think about ending the friendship. Respect and support for each other are important for healthy interactions in relationships. Having self-respect means putting value on yourself and making sure that your interactions are based on respect, understanding, and care for each other. You can make and keep healthy, fulfilling relationships by knowing your worth, setting limits, speaking clearly, staying independent, and demanding respect. Number 2. Why love at first look isn't true. Have you ever been transported to a beautiful story where two strangers meet and instantly feel like they've known each other for years? Or have you ever met someone special and felt like you were struck by lightning? Many people want and think that this idea, which is romanticized in books and movies, is a sign of true love. However, Stoic philosophy and reality show that this is not true. Fictional stories about love at first sight often show two people who click right away, but in real life, things don't work out that way. In reality, true love takes time to grow. Both sides need to understand and commit to each other. Like being struck by lightning, feelings can sometimes come from physical love or short-lived feelings called infatuation. When people are in love, they often feel happy, jealous, and protective, but this isn't a good base for a long-term relationship. True love is like a plant that needs to be cared for every day for it to grow and thrive. Both people must be patient, understand, and commit to the relationship. Stoic ideas and values: love should grow at its own pace without pushing or hurrying it along. Have patience and trust the natural process. True love comes from loving yourself. When you care for and love yourself, you can give and accept love from others with all your heart. The ties we keep up have a big impact on our quality of life. Remember that love at first sight is just a romantic fantasy. The key to a long-lasting relationship is to understand, commit, and grow love naturally. As the Stoics say, you'll find real love and happiness if you take care of yourself, wait, and let love grow at its own pace. Tell us what you think about Stoicism and love at first sight in the comments below. Let's spread the word about true love and how to build lasting relationships. For hundreds of years, love at first sight has been a popular theme in books, movies, and pop culture. It talks about the strong romantic desire you feel the moment you see someone. Modern psychology and relationship studies, on the other hand, question this idea. They say that what most people think of as love at first sight may be more about physical attraction and idealization than a real deep link. Understanding the mental and emotional processes at play in this situation can help people handle their emotions and relationships better. Real love versus physical attraction: first impressions of someone are often based on how they look and what they seem to be like. This instant connection can be very strong, but it's not the same as deep emotional love that grows over time. It's common to feel an instant spark when you see someone, but that doesn't mean you know anything about their personality, values, or compatibility. Things that affect the mind, knowing someone well, following social rules, and our natural desire to see the best in people we don't know can all lead to the feeling of love at first sight. People often project their wants and ideas onto someone they find attractive. This can make them feel instantly connected even if it's not true. What dopamine does: when we see someone we find beautiful, our brains release dopamine, a chemical that makes us feel good. This can make us mistake our feelings of pleasure and excitement for love. The rush of dopamine during the first meeting can make it seem magical and fated, but it's just a chemical reaction and not a sign of true love. Why time is important: it takes time for true love to grow because it requires deep understanding, mutual respect, and shared experiences. Instant love doesn't always have this much depth. Relationships that last a long time usually involve getting to know each other's flaws, strengths, and habits, which makes the bond stronger. A healthy lack of faith, having a good dose of skepticism about the idea of love at first sight, can keep you from getting too emotionally invested too soon and possibly breaking your heart. For example, realizing that you need to get to know someone before you can be attracted to them can help you build stronger, longer-lasting connections. Love at first sight is a great plot device, but it's important to know the difference between instant desire and real, long-lasting love. People can approach relationships with more clarity and truth if they understand the psychological and emotional processes at play. This can lead to healthier and more fulfilling connections. Number 3. Learning from rejection and embracing self-worth. When we're looking for love and happiness, we sometimes have to deal with rejection, which can be very painful. But from a Stoic philosophical point of view, each rejection is not only a chance to learn but also a chance to prove our own worth. By not looking for love but instead letting things happen naturally, we learn to respect ourselves and not depend on other people's approval. As an example, Maria was a young woman who spent many years trying to make her boyfriend happy and love her more. However, the relationship only made Maria tired, robbed her of her joy, and slowly lowered her self-esteem. She lived in fear and anxiety that if she couldn't meet her boyfriend's needs, he would leave her. One day, after a painful rejection when her efforts to do her best for him went unnoticed, Maria decided to stop and think about her own worth before God. She realized that true love doesn't come from begging or forcing, but from sincerity and mutual respect. Maria started to work on herself by doing things she enjoyed and learning to love herself. She found peace and happiness inside herself and no longer relied on other people's approval to feel good. By getting to know herself better, Maria was able to make new connections based on mutual respect and understanding, which brought her true happiness and fulfillment. Understanding Stoic philosophy, Stoicism teaches us to be calm and stable no matter what happens outside of us. By taking rejection and hardship as a normal part of life, we can grow and get better. Rejection is not a sign of how good we are, but rather a reflection of a momentary situation or mismatch. Accepting rejection, when we face rejection, it gives us a chance to stop and think about what happened and why. This kind of thought can help us figure out if there are things we need to work on or if the rejection wasn't a good fit. This kind of self-reflection can help us get to know ourselves better and make it easier for us to grow personally. Finding out what you're worth, getting rejected is a chance to think about and strengthen your sense of self-worth. People learn to value and love themselves without relying on other people's approval. The foundation for healthy, fulfilling relationships is a strong sense of self-worth. It helps people approach relationships with confidence and real interest in the other person, not out of fear of being left out or needing to be liked. Getting stronger from rejection. With each rejection, people can build resilience and emotional strength, which are important for living a healthy, happy life. Stoicism teaches us that pain and rejection are natural parts of life. Instead of running away from them, we should learn from them and use them to get better. In the end, Stoic philosophy tells us that rejection and self-worth are closely linked. By accepting rejection as a chance to grow and focusing on loving and valuing ourselves, we can develop healthier, more fulfilling relationships and live happier, more genuine lives. Number 4. The benefits of waiting for natural love. From the point of view of Stoic philosophy, the most valuable things in life often happen naturally and at their own pace. When we try to find love instead of letting it come to us, we risk missing out on real, deep connections. One of the most important ideas in Stoicism is to wait with patience and not give in to immediate wants. This idea is very helpful when it comes to relationships. It means letting go of the need to control everything and trusting the process. People who wait for love to come naturally often find that their relationships are stronger and more satisfying. When love comes naturally, it comes from honesty, mutual respect, and a deep understanding of each other, not from trying to force it. In a world where speed and instant satisfaction are valued, waiting for natural love can be both freeing and helpful. As an example, let's look at David, a man who had been in and out of relationships for a long time and was looking for his soulmate. He was unhappy because he was in a cycle of starting relationships quickly and then ending them quickly. After learning about Stoic philosophy, David decided to stop trying so hard to find love and instead focused on himself, his hobbies, and his personal growth. He found that as he focused on his own happiness and growth, he met new people who had the same interests and values as him. Over time, he made a deep connection with someone who shared his goals and had the same values as him. This was the start of a strong, loving relationship. Let's talk about why it's important to let love happen naturally. Love that lasts a long time takes time and patience to grow. Healthy relationships are built on shared experiences, trust, and a deep understanding of each other. By waiting for love to come to you, you give these important things time to grow and become a strong foundation for a lasting relationship. Getting to know yourself better, taking a break from the search for love gives you a chance to learn more about yourself, your goals, and your values. This self-awareness not only helps you get better as a person, but it also helps you find a partner whose values and goals are similar to yours. Less stress and more authenticity. When you let love happen naturally, you can get rid of the stress and disappointment that often come with trying too hard to find it. This lets you be yourself and build real connections based on respect and understanding. Being a better judge of character, waiting for love to come to you helps you develop patience and insight, which helps you make better choices in your relationships. You learn to tell if a connection is real and based on mutual respect or if it is just a passing feeling. Freedom from pressure from society. In a world that often tells us that we need to find love quickly and at any cost, waiting for natural love is a way to break free. By taking a Stoic approach, you can follow your own path and make decisions based on your own values and needs instead of following the norms of society. To sum up, the Stoic idea of waiting for love to come naturally is very useful and leads to deep, real connections. When you are patient, focused on your own growth, and let things happen as they will, you are more likely to find lasting happiness and fulfillment in your relationships. Number 5. Embracing the power of vulnerability. Stoic philosophy often emphasizes the importance of self-control and resilience, but it also recognizes the value of vulnerability. Allowing yourself to be vulnerable in relationships can be a powerful way to build trust and intimacy. When you open up to another person, you show them your true self, which can deepen your connection and foster mutual respect and understanding. Being vulnerable doesn't mean being weak, rather, it means having the courage to be authentic and to share your fears, hopes, and dreams with your partner. By doing so, you create a space where both of you can grow and support each other. For example, consider the story of Alex, who always put up a strong front in his relationships, never showing any weakness or fear. This led to shallow connections and a feeling of loneliness. After learning about the value of vulnerability through Stoic philosophy, Alex started to open up more about his insecurities and dreams with his partner. This openness led to a deeper bond, as his partner felt more connected and trusted him more. Their relationship grew stronger because they were able to support each other fully. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of Stoic philosophy and its application to love and relationships. We hope these insights have provided valuable guidance and inspiration for your personal journey. If you found this video helpful and would like to learn more about how Stoicism can enrich your life, please consider subscribing to our channel. By subscribing, you'll stay updated with our latest content and continue to receive practical wisdom on living a more meaningful and fulfilling life. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video. We appreciate your support and look forward to sharing more with you. See you in the next video.